Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' a Country, where I react to non-pop country music, traditional as it were. And I got John Michael Montgomery's song Life's a Dance. It's a gift request of Derek Huckaby's. Derek, thank you for the gift and request. Derek's down there in Oklahoma. And I love this, the way all the connections are. I mean, we've got Sweden involved, we got Canada, we've got Australia, we've had Japan, and but certainly the States. And I love this whole thing. But Derek said he was surprised that I hadn't done this one. So, well, and somebody just left a comment the other day. I had done a video, I forget to whom, an artist, a year or two ago, and this person had just seen the video and said, how do you not know this song? And I just responded, I said, I did not grow up on country. I came to it much later in life. Initially, it was Nashville country, but it was really Alan Jackson, Merle, Sherry Austin, and Frankie Ballard. And believe it or not, what interesting combination there. But Billy Dean was the one who got me into it because I'd heard a song on the radio, flipping channels. You Don't Count the Cost was the name of that one. I'm like, let me give country a shot. And then when I was taking care of my mother down in Florida, I started a reaction channel just to stay relevant because I had so much downtime taking care of her, but I couldn't do other work because I had to really be in the house and within earshot in case she needed me. So I said, I'm going to start a reaction channel. So when you guys saw how, and that was 8 years ago, when you saw how I liked lyrics, you said, Don, you got to listen to Patsy. You got to listen to Hank Sr. You got to listen to John Prine. You've got, and, you know, independent artists and such. And that was it for me. Totally sold on traditional. So John Michael Montgomery, there's a little bit of background. If you're new to the channel, welcome. It's a friendly group around here, a very knowledgeable group around here collectively. It's incredible how much people know. All right, here we go, courtesy of Derek Huckaby in Oklahoma.
When I was 14, I was falling fast for a blue-eyed girl in my homeroom class. Trying to find the courage to ask her out was like trying to get off from a water spout. What you would have said, I can't say. I never did ask, then she moved away. But I learned something from my blue-eyed girl. Sink or swim, you gotta give it a whirl.
Yep.
Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't know. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Time to listen, a time to talk, and you might have to crawl even after you walk. Had your things blow up in my face, sing along, shot win the race. Been knocked down by the slamming door, picked myself up and came back for more. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Life's a dance, you learn as you go.
Gotta be a little bit concerned about what you don't know.
Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't know. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Life's a dance, you learn as you go. Sometimes you lead, sometimes you follow. Don't worry about what you don't know. Life's a dance, you learn as you go.
I thought he could say life's a dance, you learn real slow. Yeah, and I bet the lyricist considered that lyric, that life's a dance, you learn real slow. That could have been worked in there and it would have been in seamless, but it is. Experience, as the expression goes, is the best teacher. Um, the song reminds me of the the saying that so many parts of life are like dancing. You don't have to be good, you just have to be on the floor. And that's certainly true. Like what happens, this happens a lot. Like when somebody dies, let's say a neighbor, I don't know, a few houses down, you don't know them great, real well, but you say hi at the mailbox or whatever. And somebody in their family dies, and then you kind of like avoid them because you don't know what to say. And I just tell people, I'm like, you just say, I'm sorry for your loss. That's it. Like, there's no perfect words. You don't need perfect words. The thing that people remember is that you were there, that you were on the floor. And so I love songs like this. And man, I'm thinking of a girl back in, and I hadn't thought of her in decades, but this was going back to grammar school. I think it was fifth grade. And of course, as a young, scrawny boy, I had no game whatsoever. And I remember Kelly Ziegenball was her name. And she was cute, but she was also confident already at age 10. And I remember she was walking like to the back of the classroom and she put a piece of gum on my desk. And that's like the holy grail right there when you're in, fifth grade. Somebody gave you candy or gum. And like we never dated or anything like that. I mean, we were way too young for that anyhow. But she had blue eyes like he was talking about, and she was a cute, like really, really pretty. And she moved away like the next year or something like that. And I don't lament not asking her out. I wasn't going to. I was in fifth grade. I mean, I thought girls were stupid at that age anyway. And then I learned later that girls think boys are stupid our entire lives. That never changes. So for the most part. But I can relate to this part of it. It's just a wonderful up tempo, respectful, respectable way of saying that experience is the greatest teacher and you've got to take chances. Life is full of risk. The thing is, you want them to be calculated risks. You do need to be aware of what you don't know. Like, you do. Like, you're not going to ask a woman out if, there's a guy sitting down there at the end of the bar in the restaurant. That could be her husband. Like, you really ought to know that first. So there are, ignorance isn't always bliss. It is in many contexts, believe me. Don't watch the news. You'll be much happier. That kind of ignorance is generally way more blissful. But in this song, it's like, I get it. You got to take risks. You only get so many trips around the sun. But I love the fiddle in this one, Derek. I loved it. And yeah, definite 90s. And I would love to see this type of like instrumentation return. And there aren't a lot of, like Rascal Flatts has some, they reminded me at times of Rascal Flatts, like Life is a Highway, not just thematically, but they are sisters or cousins thematically, but instrumentally reminded me a little bit of Rascal Flatts. So, and this was a remaster. When did they remaster this one? I think it was 2011, it said. Yeah, 2011. So it was very clear. It was clean and all that. So I'm gonna rate this. It felt good. The bass hit me in the chest. The drum and bass, they were going boom, boom, like drum, bass, drum, bass, drum, bass. Moved the whole song right along. And John Michael's voice is very listenable. The number that popped into my head on this one was a 9.1, Derek. The partial brilliance is in simplicity. You don't have to cloud songs up with a whole bunch of stuff. Even though I made my suggestion that you could have put the line in there, life's a lesson you learn real slow. Like that might have just made it a little bit more convoluted. It's a simple, straightforward message. If you like the girl, ask the girl out. And that can be tough for guys because I mean, it can make you nervous. Yeah, you get to a certain point in life, then you're like, hey, I'll ask you out. If you say no, you say no. I get it. That's it. But when you're younger, that hits you hard. All right, guys. You can thank Derek Huckaby down in Oklahoma for this one, because this is a worldwide lesson right here, regardless of where you are. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Maybe I'll see you on the dance floor and keep rocking the country.
There's a time to listen, a time to talk, and you might have to crawl even after you walk. Had sure things blow up in my face, seemed a long shot to win the race. Been knocked down by the slamming door, picked myself up and came back